1. Iraqis are very superstitious. Every time they buy an appliance, they crack an egg on it to bring luck. With a new car, they sacrifice a rooster, and with a house, a lamb. 2. Wedding celebrations in Iraq are very noisy. There will be a lot of shooting in the air, music, and dancing. So don't panic if you hear gunshots in Iraq. It's most likely not an attack, but some very excited guests. 3. The first written text in history originated in Mesopotamia, modern-day Iraq. 4. The Code of Hammurabi, the world's oldest legal document, is also Mesopotamian in origin. 5. The Ishtar Gate was one of the 8 entrances to the city of Babylon, the ancient capital of Mesopotamia. It is dedicated to the goddess of love and war, and is now housed in the Pergamon Museum in Berlin. It alone is worth a visit. 6. Still on the archaeological theme, the British Museum houses the Standard of Ur, one of the best preserved Mesopotamian jewels, and one that has most helped us to understand the way of life of the time. 7. Iraq has been invaded by several different countries: Persia, Ottoman Empire, and the United States, among many others. 8. The 2005 Constitution recognizes Iraq as a federal state. Yes, they follow the same system as the US or Germany. 9. Al-Mutanabbi Street in central Baghdad is known as the Street of Books. It is lined with street stalls of narratives and stories of all kinds, scattered on the floors or on carpets. 10. Saddam Hussein, the famous Iraqi dictator, had been supported in the elections with 100% of the votes, even after entering with a coup d'etat. Well, or so he claimed. 11. Despite its size of less than 40 million inhabitants, Iraq is one of the countries with more executions in the world. 12. Iraq is one of the few Muslim countries that respects and celebrates its achievements, history, and culture before the arrival of Islam in the country. Before I continue, I would like to ask you to subscribe to the channel if you liked the video. This would help me a lot to be able to continue uploading this content, which takes a lot of time to edit and research. Without further ado, let's continue. 13. Thousands of years ago, it was one of the most fertile countries in the world thanks to the Tigris and Euphrates rivers, although today it is almost all desert. 14. All the statues of Hussein in the country were pulled down after his death. 15. The country's current borders date from the First World War and haven't changed since then. 16. Iraqi Kurdistan is an autonomous region in the country, but functions practically as an independent country. They have their own border control, visas, and local language. Even the culture and safety of the Regfian is quite different from the rest of the country. 17. Kurdistan has a large expatriate population and Western businesses, and unlike the rest of the country, it is completely safe to travel in. 18. The 2003 U.S. invasion of Iraq was undertaken to locate alleged weapons of mass destruction in Iraq. Those weapons were never found. 19. Iraq is a Muslim country, but relatively diverse in terms of beliefs, especially in Kurdistan. However, most of the problems of coexistence are between Sunni Muslims, a branch of Saudi Arabia, and Shiites, mostly allies of Iran. If you haven't seen the videos of curiosities about these countries, you can watch them above in cards and in the description. 20. Iraq's recent history is full of conflicts. The last of these, initiated in 2014 by ISIS, was one of the busiest, pitting the group, Iranian-funded Shiite forces, the Kurds, and some Western powers against each other. 21. Tradition tells that Noah's Ark, present in both the Bible and the Quran, was built in the Iraqi city of Kufa. 22. In this country, it is relatively common for women to marry their first or second cousin. 23. The Wadi al-Salam Cemetery is the largest cemetery in the world. It is in Iraq and has more than 5 million gravestones. 24. In ancient times, mud was an essential part of life in Iraq. It was used in houses, fortresses, and even for writing. 25. Iraq has more than 23 million date palms and is one of the largest producers in the world. And that's all for today's video. Which of these facts did you not know? Which one did you find most interesting? Leave it below in the comments. If you liked the video, I would be very grateful if you could leave a like. It helps me to continue with this kind of content. Also, if you want more videos like this, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and activate the little bell to know when I upload something new. Thank you very much for watching the video until the end, and I hope you found it surprising and interesting. See you soon.